What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're playing a deck specifically designed to make your opponents cry. Or, quit the game in a unmannerly fashion, okay? They don't have to necessarily cry, but we're going to be trying our best to make them cry today. So my objective was actually to play some of the things that I hated worst in a deck. And I want to do this as a way of expanding my horizons. And you are saying, well, that doesn't make any sense. Well, play a deck that you really hate, and then try to understand it from the people that actually plays it perspective, I guess. So today we're going to be playing Cauldron Familiar, Witch's Oven, Agonizing Remorse, Thought Erasure, all these things that once you see them, you're like, man, seriously? Because I personally am not one to play much decks like this. But I figured if I'm going to play it my way. So before we go and hop into this Weinberger and Cryfries deck today, I would like to remind everybody, if you enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like down below, as it does help each individual video. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions on this video, future videos, or past videos. And subscribe if you're new here and you want more content or you want to support the channel in a free manner. Now, on into what we are actually playing here today. We have 3 copies of Cauldron Familiar, as I'd already said, and 3 copies of Witch's Oven, which is going to be awesome in combination with one another. We also have a Yara, which works well with that whole little combo. So, that out of the way, we have the Agonizing Remorse Thought Erasure combo, the make sure your opponent doesn't have a hand by turn 2, all that good stuff. 3 copies of Burglar Rat and 3 copies of Yurok's Finlurker, which are going to work great with Thassa, as well with Witch's Oven being able to sacrifice and give us food, which gives us more health, which elongates how long we can torment our opponent. And that's really all that this deck is about. It's tormenting, okay? We're trying to torment them. Now, moving us down, we have 2 copies of Tyrant. Scorn can either destroy target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less, or return target creature to its owner's hand, and since we have so much discard from there, should be fairly easy to get rid of most things. 3 copies of Yara, as we are playing a whole lot of black creatures. We do have, well, Dream Eater, I guess, is our only, and Thassa. Okay, Dream Eater and Thassa are our only non-black creatures. Moving us down, we have 2 copies of Davriel. At the beginning of each of our opponent's upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards in hand, Davriel is going to deal 2 damage to him. Furthermore, Davriel can make him discard cards, so Davriel, very annoying, and it deals damage, which is nice. Thassa is going to allow us to bounce our Burglar Rats, our Yurok's Finlurkers for that added boost, which is also going to work well with a Yara, or if we want to bounce the Cauldron Familiar, again, it procs itself and will also proc a Yara. But furthermore, we have things such as Dream Eater, that whenever it gets bounced, right, or I guess re-enters the battlefield, you're going to be able to surveil 4 more, so basically every single turn that you bounce this, you're going to set yourself up for a while, right? And you're also going to be able to return target non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand. So play this, bounce something, plus surveil 4, use your Thassa, re-enter this, surveil 4 more, so basically surveil 8, and rebounce something. Fantastic, right? And it's all at flash speed. That's so awesome. Next, we have a card that's semi-in here just for the name, semi-in here because I'm really interested to see if it's actually playable, which is why we only have 1 copy. So, Flood of Tears is meant to be a late game tempo sort of play, right? You're returning everything to both players' hands. However, if you're returning 4 more non-token permanents to our hand, then we can play a permanent card from our hand onto the battlefield. So, again, this is semi in here just because I'm seeing, is it worth it, basically? Is this card going to allow me to get down anything good in a regular deck? Or, and granted, we do have a bunch of things like Cauldron Familiar, Witch's Oven, Burglar Rat, all these like lower cost things that we really don't mind to hit with Flood of Tears, right? Because replaying them, 1, doesn't cost a whole lot, 2, reactivates their abilities. So, in general, testing this card could be awesome, and secondly, it sort of goes with the theme of today, right? We're trying to, again, make our opponent cry. And then last but not least, we have Lochmere Serpent, which is a really hard card to deal with unless your opponent has specific graveyard hate. Now, Lochmere Serpent can't be blocked if you sacrifice an island. You get to gain a life and draw a card if you sacrifice a swamp. And if you pay just 2 measly mana and exile 5 target cards from an opponent's graveyard, you can return this card from your graveyard to your hand. And this can only be activated at sorcery speed, so that there is, that drawback. But It is still a very, very annoying creature to deal with. It's a 7/7 that comes down at flash speed for 6 mana, and it has so many interactions with it. So, all that being said and out of the way, we're going to go ahead and hop right into our matches and see if we can't just completely dismantle our foes. Rio, or R-E-O, it's like the Speedwagon, right? Anyways, gonna be our first foe for the day, and this looks like a very agonizing hand to kick us off. Man, I like puns way too much. Any of y'all feel the same way? You're like, I feel like I enjoy something way more than a normal person should, but I don't care because it's not affecting anyone and it's making me happier. You know what I mean? So you're like, yeah, I feel like this is a fun thing. Alright, we're going to lead off with a Witch's Oven, probably followed by an Agonizing Remorse, I guess about it. Incubation Druid. And there's an Ashiok. Yeah, I will go ahead and Agonizing Remorse. We don't have any damage coming towards us. Nissa, well, that's not very fun. Rabid Bite and a... Oh, well. Turn 2, already causing them to cry and quit. What a shame, what a shame. Let's just get on into a game 2 and, you know, bring the pain to more foes. Crazy A Ninja 23, gonna be our next foe for the day, and hopefully they'll stick around. This seems like a pretty annoying hand. Sure, I'll keep it. Turn 1 Cauldron, turn 2 Finlurker, turn 3 Finlurker. Sure. Ooh. Well, that's interesting as well. Turn 1 Cauldron. I think I'd go Finlurker before the Thought Erasure. I think I'd go Finlurker, Thought Erasure, right? Because they'll get rid of the cards that I don't really care about. These two. Although, if they have a negate, here's where it comes in. Well, I'd rather them negate your rock. Or, I'd rather them counter your rock than Thought Erasure. If they have a quench, that is, not a negate. Omen of the Sea, okay. Okay, Dokei. Be up to 3 mana on our next turn, 4 on the following. If we can get a Thassa somewhere in here, that would be great. Great, great, great. More than good, as Tony would say. Tony the Tiger, that is. They're getting rid of Mortify. Well, I feel kind of good about that. Temple of Deceit. So we're up against Esper. Well, I have some unfortunate news for you, Esper. I'm here to make you cry today. Oof. Oof. That's just an oof. Oof, oof, oof. I kind of want to Thought Erasure this turn. I think I'm going to. This will guarantee that we don't hit another land come next turn. Oh, it's a fairy, yes. Nice, nice. Yes, yes. Narset. And an Oath of Kai. Well, I don't really care about the Oath of Kai, but I do care about the fairy. And I don't care about that land, so get that out of here. And your rock, get in there for that sweet 1 damage, you beautiful bastard, you. Just lurking around like a creeper. Like a complete creep. Alright, Narset's gonna come down, draw him a card. What do they get? Ooh, Elspeth Conquers Death. Well, I don't mind if I do. I think I will. Ooh, I played the wrong thing there, didn't I? I should have played this? No, it wouldn't have worked any other way. I have to choose between one of the two. Okay, well, we just do this then, right? And I take that and toss that. Because again, don't want to land. We do attack the Narset. This way they got to sacrifice her. If they want to use her. This is going to be a long game. I'm calling it now. This is going to be a long one. Alright, Yurok's Finlurker. Make them exile whatever card they have in hand. Oh, is that another Teferi? Well, I don't feel bad about that at all. Who holds onto their Teferis for that long, you know what I mean? That seems like your mistake kind of thing. Alright, so we will go ahead and Fabled Passage here. We'll get a Swamp down. I kind of want to go ahead and play the Burglar's Rat, but at the same time, we can +1/+1 on the Yurok's Finlurker, and, oh, whoops. No, it has Summoning Sickness. I'm so sorry, everybody. I was like, yeah, you know, X-nay the Narset. But yeah, that didn't work out so well. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, so we will go ahead and pump the Yurok's Finlurker this turn. And take out that Narset. Take out that nasty, nasty Narset. I think we keep mana for the Tyrant Scorn up. What do they have to resolve here? Ah, Omen of the Sea. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for our turn. Yep. So they'll get to Scry 2 here. Two to the bottom, that's what you love to see. That is what you love to see. So, of course, I can Tyrant Scorn their little wall if I want to. Not that I want to. Actually, of course I don't want to. Even if I wanted to, I could do it this turn. So, Burglar Rat, we'll get rid of that. It will Shatter the Sky. How unfortunate for them. How unfortunate for them. So yeah, I guess I could just bounce that and then start getting in with the damage, but is that really what I want to do? What else could they potentially have that could ruin me besides a wall? You know what? Fuck your wall. We're going for face. That may have been the wrong move, just so we're all clear. Castle Ardenville. Ooh. Ooh. Massacre Girl. Yes, yes. Alright. So they can tap Castle Ardenville and defend against our Yurok's Finlurker. Or they could take out our Burglar Rat, right? Yeah. Oh, they're not gonna block it. Well, fine by me. Excuse me. I don't understand where, like, what's their win con here? Castle Ardenville? Just slowly with the 1/1s? Because it's not a real, okay, cool. That's not a real, like, win con, you know? I think we do go ahead and play out the Massacre Girl here. They're not going to be playing crazy tokens like that regardless, so we'll make it harder for them to... Ooh, Banishing Light, yeah. Enter the battlefield. Well, you kind of have to take the Witch's Oven, otherwise I just sacrifice the Massacre Girl, yeah. Doesn't make much sense to me. Hey, looky there! When magic gives you lemons, just make lemonade. Just maketh thyself some lemonade. Cool. We'll get in with Massacre Girl for the good old 4 damage. Now, I haven't seen any Thassas, and I haven't seen any Ashioks. I haven't seen a Lochmere. I've just seen a whole bunch of lands, really. I guess it's fair for how late we've been into this game, so. Back to my turn. A Yara. Yeah, baby. Come on down. Of course, they make 2 of those so they can start blocking our Massacre Girl out, but they can't hope to kill her, so all's well that ends well, right? Double block. No double block. Are they going for the quadruple block? Potentially. What'd they get here? Oath of Kaya. That'll take out my Yara. No! Alright, so we'll Witch's Oven. I'm building up all the food over here. Yeah, how does my opponent, like, actually hope to beat me? With these little 1/1s? I'm just not seeing anything feasible, you know? You know what I mean? They don't have any way to counter my spells, so I'm just playing shit for free. I got some bad news bears for you. Yeah, that's right, Massacre Girl. She's about to start wiping your shit every turn, so you can't possibly do what you think you want to do. Better go ahead and double block. Yep. Bum 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 bum. And intern. Bounce. And then they play their Castle Ardenville after we bounce her. Wait a minute, why would you do that before she procs? You dipshit. Oh look, let me try to perfectly avoid your combo and then play right into it. Oh, that's okay. We have misclicks all the time, you know? It's just something that happens. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we got an Ashiok. It's real. It's real. Now, we have two options here. We can bounce their Glass Casket, actually, get our Cauldron Familiar back, deal the damage there, Witch's Oven, deal the damage there, Thassa, deal the damage there, right? Or, we can just start getting down a whole army of these little 2/3s. Now, y'all know I love Ashiok's ulti. If you don't, now you do. But, yeah, Crazy A Ninja, I don't know. Maybe Esper just isn't your thing, you know? Maybe Esper just isn't your thing. So, Massacre Girl won't kill our 2/3 here. Look at that. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, when you use math, it's so amazing. So what are you planning on doing here with all of your mana? What are you tapping out for? Yeah, okay. Crazy A Ninja, they've seen enough, and I'd have to say that they left crying, right? That seems like a bit of a rage quit. I'm gonna tap all my mana and then concede. Ooh. Fantastic. So the deck's doing what it's meant to do, right? It's annoying the hell out of our opponents. You know, I still don't feel any better about this. Like, it's funny, but at the same time, it's still taking us a while, and I don't feel like a good guy. We're gonna hop into one more match, though, with the Weinberger and Krafraz, and see if we can't see if we can't make it happen for a third time. The Punisher. Oh, gonna be our third foe for the day. Now, imagine that if we can make the Punisher cry. How manly would I be, right? I'm definitely keeping this hand. 10,000%. Do I think it's a good hand? You know, in all reality, it's very mediocre. Okay, but I have a lot of the cards that I really love in the hand already, so of course I'm gonna keep it. What do I look like to you? A man that doesn't keep cards that I enjoy playing? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Question is, do we ramp into that Witch's Oven, or do I get a Watery Grave? Actually, yeah. I'm gonna do this. And you are saying, Chance, why are you playing the Watery Grave instead of the island? You don't have to tap the island in. And I'm saying, yeah, but if I draw into a swamp come next turn, and that's our Yara on curve with a Cauldron Familiar and two Witch's Oven already down, that sounds like an opponent crying to me, ladies and gentlemen. Never mind, Thought Erasure. Whatever. You win some, you lose some. Bye-bye, Yara. It was fun seeing you, though. If they don't take a Yara, oh my god, I'm flabbergasted. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ashiok's fucking annoying, but Yara is the problem that's in the face. Now, granted, we don't have the mana, so I guess oh, fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not letting me do my combo. I'm sitting here talking, and I'm not even remembering. Witch's Oven, Cauldron Familiar, you just talked about it. Dipshit. Alrighty, so... let's just go ahead and do this before I forget again, yeah? Yeah. I think that's what we should do. I think that is what we shall do. Bum, 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 bum. So they could theoretically be down, what, 2 points lower than what they are now? So 15? That's a shame. That's a crying shame. Ooh, we definitely have to play the Lotus Field this turn, right? Definitely, definitely. Yeah, because this costs 5 mana to basically get that online. So we play the Lotus Field, we sacrifice these two, we can get a Yara down. Next turn after that, we can play Massacre Girl if need be. Okay. So, Cauldron Familiar, get in there with that good old 1 damage. Then we'll deal 2 more with the Witch's Oven and Cauldron Familiar. And again, this deck is, it's meant to hurt. Cavalier of Night, cool. But you can't sacrifice anything, so I guess it doesn't really help too much. Alright, so Witch's Oven. Witch's Oven. Now, obviously, we need to deal with that Cavalier of Night before it gets too big, otherwise it'll start gaining them life back, which is not good for us. So, we can get down the Ayara, it deals a little bit more damage. Ooh, Thought Erasure. I do like that, but we can't do this plus that. We can do this, but it won't kill that. So, we're in a bit of a tricky predicament here, honestly, as far as what we want to do. I do want a Thought Erasure, but if I Ayara... If I Yara, then our Cauldron Familiar basically negates all of the life gained with Cavalier of Night. However, if I Yara and they play another creature come next turn, then they can Thassa the Cavalier and kill my Yara immediately. So I think it may actually just be better to Thought Erasure here and potentially remove, yeah, Plaguecrafter and another Cavalier of Night. I take the Plaguecrafter. Yurok's Finlurker. Yeah, I actually like that. I actually like that a lot. Okay, so next, no attacks, in turn. The reason we take the Plaguecrafter is if they play the Plaguecrafter and I sacrifice my Cauldron Familiar, I still have to discard a card. I don't escape the effect. However, if they play a Cavalier of Night, they don't exactly get the removal in. They're not going to get the damage in here because I, Cauldron Familiar, Witch's Oven. So they're not going to gain the 4 life either. Boy, oh boy, our opponent may be in for some trouble here. So glad that I Thought Erasure there. Yeah, just go ahead and play this back down too, because there's no reason not to. We can always Witch's Oven it one more time if they go to play their other Cavalier of Night. So, pass the damage. The beauty of having 2 Witch's Oven and 0 opponents that are intelligent enough to remove it. So, go ahead, sacrifice something. Now, unfortunately, we do only have 1 Cauldron Familiar down, so we can't double block these Cavalier of Nights, but we'll figure a way out. I'm certain of that. We will figure a way out. So, if I Yurok's Finlurker here, Massacre Girl will deal how much? 1, 2, 3... She's so close to being there. Alright, so we will have to Finlurker here. What do we get rid of there? Just a Castle Vantress. Well, not that great. Argument could have been made to go for the Ayara this turn. Argument definitely could have been made to go for the Yara. Alright, so we will block 1. I think we leave the Finlurker as fodder for the Massacre Girl to wipe the Cavalier of Nights, right? So we take that forward. They go back up to 18, which is, dismaying for me, I gotta say. Very dismaying for me. Let's see if they're going to sacrifice one of their Cavaliers here to try and get rid of my Finlurker. Boy, I hope so. No? Okay. Let's go ahead and play this back. Let's see. They have something at instant speed, so I might not want to Witch's Oven. Otherwise, they could catch us with our pants down there. So we'll go ahead and pass it back to my turn for when I have both. Ooh. Thought Erasure. You know what? I really need some black mana. This Lotus Field is fine. I put it in here to help me with the Ayaras and whatnot. But I gotta say, we're not drawing any mana, and it's kind of fucking me here. Because I can't play 2 spells in a turn, and I need to. I really, really need to. So I can either Thought Erasure, but if they don't have something worth taking... If they had something worth taking, wouldn't they have played it? Unless it's an Agent of Treachery, in which case that could ruin us, right? I think I have to Thought Erasure here. At least I get the Surveil off. I'll take another hit from a Cavalier of Night, but honestly, that's not terrible. Another Thassa, and another land. Oh, well, I was just talking about how much I needed another land, wasn't I? And then I'm going to go and bin it? Nah. I think we keep it. I think we keep it for future endeavors. Buffing the rocks doesn't do anything, Witch's Oven doesn't do anything, so we're fine here. We are A-okay. And if we really want to, we can double block and we can sacrifice both, and then they don't deal any damage to us, they don't gain any life, and we sort of stay at the same status quo. But again, I think I'm trying to build up enough fodder for the Massacre Girl to wipe them. Thought Erasure, well that fucking hurts. Why would you leave Massacre Girl though? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, we'll block. Leave the Fin Lurker. Take this, sack that. I wish there was some way to like auto do this combo. Like, are you playing Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven? Yes? Well then just automatically tap and enter and all that good stuff. Alrighty. There we go, gaining our life back down. The Punisher. You think they're mad yet? Do you think we're getting to them? Because honestly, that's the only objective with this deck, and so if we're not, we're kind of failing. They may kill something here, as I did tap out both Witch's Oven. We'll have to see. Nope. Alrighty. I think I still don't play the Massacre Girl, though. She's not quite there. We can Castle Vantress and Scry. Sounds good to me. So we'll leave it be for now. Why are you tapping my Fin Lurker? I guess just because? Oh, they played an Ayara. No, opponent, don't you understand what's going on here? No, 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 you don't want to do that. They see that I have a Massacre Girl. Why? I don't understand, right? So, Cauldron Familiar will allow us... We play Massacre Girl, that's -1 on everything. It kills Cauldron Familiar, that's -2. Kills Urok's Fin Lurker, that's -3. It kills Ayara, that's -4. We're almost there. If we can hit another creature, we're fine, right? Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Alright, so let's try and do that. Let's try and hit another creature. First things first, let's do the Cauldron Familiar, good stuff. Then let's go Castle Vantress. Burglar Rat, that's what we needed, yeah? Toss that land. That is what we needed, huh? Can we cast? No, we can't. But that's okay. We can make it one more turn and wipe everything. Sure. Sure. He says, and then his opponent top decks the answer. Let's see, what is it? It's 6 mana. Don't be a Thought Erasure. Murderer's Rider. Fuck, we're right back where we started, huh? I guess I should have drawn the land first and then the Burglar Rat. Even still, they would have Murderer's Ridered us, right? There's no stopping that inevitability. So we need 2 more creatures still onto the battlefield before we can really do anything. It's a bit of a tricky situation, but we were stuck with that Lotus Field for so long. And to be completely honest, if I had more split lands, I probably wouldn't be playing the Lotus Field. But y'all know me and how I feel about rare lands, and of course everyone says they're necessary, but and they may be necessary for the economy or whatnot of the game, but that doesn't mean I'm fucking buying them, okay? Tell you that much right now. Does not mean I'm buying them. Okie dokie. Moment of truth here. The Punisher's actually doing a really good job of keeping us at bay. Now, obviously, they probably sacrificed one of their Cavalier of Knights here in order to kill our Ayara. I'm thinking that's what they do. Alright, so we are going to keep up one of our Witch's Oven, as that's our route to making sure our Yara doesn't die for nothing. So pass the damage, and let's see. Liliana Dreadhorde General. That's interesting.
Let us march into battle and make
They're not going to make a sacrifice, but if they... Oh, what? That doesn't seem... Okay, so they're sacrificing one of their Cavalier Knights and their Ayara. What then do I want to get rid of? These two, yeah. You have to keep the Cauldron Familiar. I know what I said. I know what I said, okay? My theory here, I could probably take out full control. Okay, so they play the Ayara. This is fun. I really like their deck, by the way. This is, I feel like I miss Liliana. So, they play the Dread, whatever, back, right? Cavalier of Night. Boom, boom. And do they sacrifice the Ayara? That's what I'm going for. Yes. Okay. So, the reason I was like, well, let's keep the Ayara instead of the Cauldron Familiar is because I didn't think they would sacrifice their Ayara, their creature that they brought back, whether, you know, whether it's Ayara or whatever, in order to just kill a Cauldron Familiar. So I left my Ayara there, so that way I could Witch's Oven, and essentially I still end with the Cauldron Familiar at the end of it all, right? But this way they sacrificed their Ayara instead of having a Cavalier of Night and Ayara down and just simply choosing to not sacrifice, right? Right. So here we can either go Massacre Girl, which is just going to kill our Cauldron Familiar, which realistically we can Witch's Oven and make sure our Cauldron Familiar doesn't die that way, or we can go Thassa and bounce our Cauldron Familiar and do all of that good stuff. Honestly, I still think holding on to Massacre Girl is worth it, so I'm just going to go for the Thassa here. There's no need to do that since we're not playing Massacre Girl. You can stay exactly where you are, actually. Sure, we'll bounce you with Thassa. The free bounce. The free bounce keys. Alright, so the Punisher. What do you have? Ooh! They finally get rid of my Massacre Girl. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit hurt. I'm a little bit hurt. But if I hadn't played my Thassa that turn, Thassa would be gone. So, it's a matter of which one do you like better, I guess. Which one do you think is more effective? Obviously, I think Thassa is a little bit more effective. You've got to know they've got to be getting annoyed by now, right? Okay, so now what we do is go ahead and kick it back to my turn. The reason you want to do that is so your Witch's Oven's untapped, so in case they have some trickery, right, you can still have mana for your Witch's Oven up. So, that's all good. We'll get down the Davriel and make them discard whatever it is they have. Davriel can at least deal 2 points of damage to them. Now, they are going to heal it back up with Cavalier and Murderous, that whole shenanigans. Ooh, getting rid of a Murderous Rider. That always feels great, right? Right. Alright, so obviously we're not attacking with Thassa. What do they have that they can do besides proc your rock, or is that it? Yeah, that's probably the only thing that they can resolve, but still a resolve thing nonetheless. So alright, Davriel, get in the 2 damage. This is a really long game for not that much to have happened. Right? But that was kind of the point of this deck as well, to make sure that nothing happens. So, well, at least it's doing good in that manner. It's doing good in the manner that it's making sure nothing happens. Are they sending no, they're sending Murderous Rider at the face. They're sending everything else at Davriel. This is such a weird combo of attacking. I don't really care so much that the Davriel does. I just don't want them gaining 4 life, you know? So, this shall be fun. Our Massacre Girl would work here. If only, right? Top deck, please! A man can hope. A man can hope. Oh, there we go. Let's see if it'll allow me. I'll do this. We're literally just staying in the game with a Cauldron Familiar and a Witch's Oven basically at this point, which I find fucking hilarious. I'm sure it's annoying the hell out of our opponent, but that's okay. Well, that's good. Hey, the other Massacre Girl I was talking about. Ashiok, Flood of Tears. Wow, look at this, like, a range of stuff. Or array, I'm sorry, a range. Look at this array of stuff I was about to draw into. Like, literally everything I've been waiting for all game. Everything. Just everything. Goodness gracious. Alright, well, here's the thing. They have enough with Liliana to make us sacrifice both of our creatures, and they might do that. I could always Witch's Oven and do it before they do it, right? In which case, if they make a sacrifice, we'll be out there, but we'll still have that to block that, and then we can use that, so that'd still be fun. Massacre Girl doesn't still kill that, I don't think. We can Ashiok, though. So do I want the Ashiok, rather, than next turn? I think so. Flood of Tears, it gets rid of these, but re-entering this isn't good. Putting that back in their hand isn't good. Alright, let's do it like this. I know, I'm out of time. So they have full mana and everything to do with it. Well, we can bounce the zombies, right? Because Liliana, if they do minus that, the zombies is going to be one of the things that they're going for. Or we bounce a Finlurker. Whatever, I'm running out of time, okay? Let's just bounce something. Take action. Next. We're about to have to do all this decision making again, so just a little FYI for everybody. think I do want the Ashiok on top. Now, what are we bouncing here? We're not bouncing the Liliana, right? I think we just bounced the Finlurker. So everything else that we bounce is basically non-effective. We bounced the zombie, but it doesn't do anything either. I mean, bouncing the zombie does get rid of a creature. I don't know. It's very difficult when your opponent also has a lot of enter the battlefield, but you don't want to bounce the Liliana. That just puts her up a thing, you know? Puts her up a tick. You don't want that. Cool. So Liliana didn't proc. Now I'm thinking I should have kept the Massacre Girl on top. That's okay though. Because we're actually going to have another chance here to surveil and all that stuff at the end of our next turn with Thassa and, you know, Dream Eater and all that lovely, lovely little stuff. They're not dealing enough damage here to kill us, so. Let's see, they bounce the Cavalier. Do they go to kill the Dream Eater? That's the question. If they do, what do they sacrifice in order to do that? A 2/2 zombie? More than likely. I think we've lost here. I think it's just too much of an uphill battle. I will say I really enjoy their deck though. The Punisher seems to have a very, very good layout here. So I will go ahead and throw down the Ashiok. If nothing else, this will make them want to kill this, and we'll put down another creature as well. Say, Chance, why don't you bounce something? Well, if we make them bounce something, most likely they have a card in hand that they don't mind getting rid of, right? So we'll stick with this. Yeah, I'll Thassa my kitty cat. Been working out for me so far, you know, why not? Brought us down to 34, we're down to 39. I mean, I guess theoretically if we could stall long enough, we're fine. Not exactly the position you want to be in, though. Oh yeah, the Ayara is a major pain in the ass. Major. Doesn't make any sense why they would pay 4 mana for that there when I can just do that. But maybe that was their goal, to get me to tap one of my Witch's Ovens, right? It still doesn't make any sense. I've been smart enough to have an extra food over here, so even when I defend and die here, I don't have to have the Witch's Oven. I can still bring it back with the food. Excuse me, by the way. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe my opponent knows something that I do not. Am I still dead here? A Yara procs. But we get this back. So we're still at 4. No? Why would you bounce a Yara and not Murderous Rider? That doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, now we Massacre Girl. Huh? Take it! One more, 2 more, 3 more. Okay, cancel. Until I'm completely sure that this is going to kill the Cavalier or not, I'm actually not going to do what I thought I was going to do. Well, hold up, because I can rebounce the Massacre Girl come the end of the turn, which will kill that, right? So yeah, I think I do want to do this here. And then there. Okay, cool. So yeah, bye-bye. Opponent's board. Cool, so we got rid of all their creatures. Sure, we're down to 3 health, but that's, you know, that's neither here nor there. Our opponent's actually gonna end up... enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature. Such a long term. Alright. Cool. So, out of all that, we wiped all their cards. They didn't manage to get rid of my Massacre Girl. We still ended up with a Cauldron Familiar, and if I want to, I could bounce their Liliana or something like that, but there's no real point in that, so we will just make a 2-3 and rebounce the Cauldron Familiar. We're going to be back up to 6 mana, and they are down to 26 cards in hand, or in their library, 25 now, I guess, so hell, I don't know, maybe we do survive long enough that they just deck themselves. This is definitely an interesting one. They definitely have card advantage over us, but what we're hoping happens here is they play everything down and then have Flood of Tears and make them bounce everything. You know what? We really don't have a whole lot of lands though. Oh no! Gray Merchant for the end. It was a long, hard-fought battle. Okay, this video's literally been going on for an hour. Oh my goodness, that one game against the Punisher, just incredible. So I don't think we succeeded in making the Punisher cry, but I mean, the Punisher has a reputation for being a hard ass, right? So that's okay. First 2 matches went fantastic. Third match, I had a lot of fun playing that match. That was so interesting and so, like, you know, back and forth. Can we survive? Can we pull it back? And granted, we were working kind of against an uphill battle with the land situation for most of the game. It was still fantastic, and I want to say hats off to the Punisher. I think that was a fantastic game, and I think they had a fantastic deck. So, all that being said and out of the way, we're going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment if you have any suggestions, and of course, subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more. As always, I'll see y'all either later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.